driver who finishes third. And 29 Cadet Honda drivers bidding to join a list of Kart Masters champions in this class that includes Stephen Prentice, Luke Wooder, Rory Hudson, Mark Kimber and Kieran Jeremy, last year's winner. Wesley Mason and Harry Thompson start on row 1. Oliver Behrman and Arvid Lindblad on row 2. Kaysen Gibson and Lucas Ellingham on row 3. Koskan Irfan and Archie Brown on row 4. Ben Kasperzak and Sam Heading on row 5. Frankie Elwell and Oliver Marsh, row 6. Joshua McLean and Liam McNeely are on row 7. Theo McCouris and Aston Miller, row 8. Alex Lay and Liam Harrell, driving for last year's winning team Intense Motorsport, start on row 9. Tom Leben and Luke Watts, row 10. Josh Patterson and Oliver Greenall, row 11. Jack Clements and Kyle Casabante, row 12. Darren Dawson and Franklin Taylor, row 13. Sandro Ballesteros and Oliver Fathers, row 14. Archie Carter, shotgun on the field in 29th place, row 15. This will be a standing start. 15 minutes plus 1 lap. The TV camera is showing a beautiful sight. 29 karts in their grid slots. 1 or 2 just being pushed into the correct position. 29 sets of eyes look and lock in on the gantry. There will be a board to say 5 seconds. You'll hear the 4-stroke engine notes rise. Green light out. Here we go. The 2016 finals are underway, and from pole position, Wesley Mason holds on to the lead. Everyone gets away cleanly through the Bruno Ferrari S's and on to the banking at turn number 2. Mason, Thompson, the top 2 on the grid. Hang on to those positions as we cycle through the first half a lap. Into third position, the black and gold global karting machine of Lucas Ellingham has made a good start. He passes Thompson for P2. Global karting, team run by Chris Rogers, who's got 2 Kart Masters titles to his name. They go through the Fullerton S's. On to the back straight and into Bobby Game Corner. They flash right and now into the Mike Wilson complex. Very technical section. And it's Mason in the number 8 kart, Ellingham in the 99. A good, clean opening lap. The heat haze shimmering on the long start-finish straight, which just pulls these 4-stroke Hondas in one big group along under the Litchfield Bridge, onto the banking. Ellingham looks to the inside, and 3 wide. Oh my goodness, there's 3 cars, the 3 leaders are in the tyres on the bridge. Ellingham was going for the lead, and then I think that was Harry Thompson who suddenly tried to make it 3 wide, right on the inside. Mason on the outside made hard contact with the barrier at the start of the bridge. Now it is padded and protected, and looking down, Mason is still in the race, but right at the back, so is Ellingham. Where has Harry Thompson got to? Did he survive unscathed? Yes, he did. But Harry Thompson, one of 7 drivers in this field doing double duty. The others, Mason, Lindblad, Irfan, Watts, Kasperzak and McLean. And Wesley Mason's chances disappear, as is so often the case in these one-off winner-takes-all events. Ellingham also down in 27th and 28th. Well, 12 minutes to go. stranger things have happened, despite Mason headbutting the bridge abutment. He seems pretty much unscathed in the kart. The kart looks pretty much unscathed. And now let's see from 27th, with 12 minutes to go, how far up the field can the number 8 kart of the English Cadet Honda champion, Wesley Mason, get. Lucas Ellingham is a little bit further back in the number 99. In 28th, ahead of Jack Clements in the Virtus Motorsport number 84 that's also had an issue. But up at the front, on to the start-finish straight to complete lap 3, Harry Thompson and Oliver Behrman, nose to tail. Behrman, who spent most of Friday attacking every corner as if it were the Formula One World Championship, because he just didn't want to not be in the lead. But the Virtus Motorsport team, you know, Lewis Hall, Billy Munger, who's his mechanic, have obviously sat young Oliver down, and he is working with Thompson. A very mature drive so far. Thompson obviously hasn't been rattled by that incident. Into third place has come number 12, Koskan Irfan. Now, we've been going on about how young Arvid Lindblad is at just 8 years old. Well, so is Koskan, the global karting number 12. 8 years old, first year of karting. Third place in the British Grand Prix as things stand. And is, well, if you add up the ages of Koskan Irfan in third and Arvid Lindblad in fourth, you don't get to any of the ages of the senior drivers. They're just 16 years old between the two of them. But Lindblad now getting swept aside by Archie Brown in the number 92 kart and Joshua McLean in the next gen number 98. Brown into P4, McLean into P5. Kaysen Gibson gets a warning flag. Now, Kaysen, what's happened to poor old Kaysen? He was 5th on the grid. He's crossed the line at the end of lap number 4 in about 20th place, and with a warning flag. Behind the top 6, Kasperzak in the number 7 kart, and a spin there going into the first hairpin. That looks like, is it an Evolution Racing kart? That may have been Oliver Greenall. It was the number 64. Wesley Mason breaks into the top 25. Now behind the top 6, Ben Kasperzak in kart number 7, running in 7th place. 8th is Sam Heading, who at the moment is actually not the leading privateer for a change. The leading privateer is number 92, apparently, even though he's got a BRK graphics kit on the kart. That's Archie Brown. He is now up into 3rd place. So Irfan and Lindblad, they have dropped back a little bit. Oliver Marsh in kart number 55 now moves into 6th position. So we have 9 minutes to go, and Harry Thompson and Oliver Behrman stretching out a 2.5 second lead over the chasing pack, which comprises 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 drivers. Archie Brown in the 98, Koskan Irfan in the 12, the 55 of Oliver Marsh, the 57 of Sam Heading, the 7 of Ben Kasperzak, the 95 of Arvid Lindblad, the 74 of Theo Mikouris, and the number 70 of Aston Miller. Miller, the driver with the Gulf liveried crash helmet that evokes memories of Le Mans and things like that. So 2 drivers lead. 3rd place through 11th coming onto the screens now. At the back of the screen, coming down the start-finish straight, a chasing. Oh, and the next side by side, but for some of them through the first chicane, that's going to slow them down. Behind that chasing pack, there's a gap of 3 seconds, nearly 4 seconds, to the next squabble, which is led by Kaysen Gibson in 12th, then Liam Harrell, Josh Patterson, Frankie Elwell, and Franklin Taylor as a lead change. Oliver Behrman on lap number 7 passes Harry Thompson for the lead. The gap to second to 3rd place, which is Koskan Irfan once again. So Irfan dropped back, then climbed back through into 3rd. is about 2.5 seconds. Wesley Mason ducks to the inside of driver number 23, Tom Leben, to pick up another place, and that is Mason into 17th. 7 minutes to go. Looking at the way that battle for third is developing, I wonder how far Mason can get. Lucas Ellingham was just a little bit more delayed, and he is shelled out the back, so there's not a lot that Lucas can do. He's up to 27th. I think he's just trying to pick off people if they fall off in front of him, but Ellingham is now getting amongst a group of drivers including Carl Casabante, Darren Dawson and Sandro Ballesteros. Change for third into the first hairpin. The green and white number 92 of Archie Brown picks the place behind them. Oh, that was Koskan Irfan just bouncing over another driver, losing a few places. And the two youngsters, well, all youngsters, but the two youngest of the youngsters are now at the back of that second group. Lindblad and Irfan. And the fight for third means that Behrman and Thompson are now more than 3 seconds to the good. They come onto the start-finish line. Lots of clear track behind them as they go through the Bruno Ferrari S's. Right, left. Still with Thompson pushing Behrman along. The gap 2.8 seconds back to Archie Brown's third, Sam Heading fourth, and now Oliver Marsh into the top 5. And those three have pulled away from McLean in 6th, Mikuris in 7th, Kasperzak in 8th, Irfan in 9th, and Lindblad rounding out the top 10. But it looks as though the two privateer drivers, 3rd and 4th, Brown and Heading, working together. The Project 155 of Oliver Marsh going with them. Theo Mikuris has now moved into 6th place. That's Behrman's Virtus Motorsport teammate. Not bad for a team in their first year of karting. The new team this year, Virtus. Further back, we've still got all 29 drivers running, which is good to see. Ellingham is 24th. Mason up to 15th. Wesley Mason, with 5 minutes to go, is 10 seconds behind the two leaders, but he's only 7 seconds behind third place driver, which is now Sam Heading. The leaders go across the Litchfield Bridge through turn number 4, chased by Brown, Heading and Marsh. They come down the hill. Did that move by Sam Heading cost them any time? And they'll be thinking to themselves, they're going to fight for the lead, they've got to. And no doubt they will. Wesley Mason now passes the number 63 kart of Liam Harrell and Kaysen Gibson, who then come together, put Wesley Mason into 12th place. And closing on Aston Miller. If he gets past Miller, his next target is that battle for third, which is now split up a little bit. Here come the leaders. Still Behrman with 3.5 minutes to go. Thompson shoving him along under the bridge, onto the banking. I bet Harry Thompson's thinking, oh, I know I can pass him. I'm quicker than him, but he's got to keep it in mind in the back of his head that you can suddenly lose 4 or 5 seconds very quickly indeed. The gap back to Sam Heading in third is 3.07 seconds as the two leaders go through hairpin number 1. Heading and Marsh, 3rd and 4th. I've got a bit of breathing space over Brown, Mikuris and Josh McLean. There goes Oliver Marsh into 3rd. Heading continues to push Marsh along. He doesn't try and fight back. Then the number 7 of Kasperzak. And now Irfan and Lindblad have fallen back a little bit. Miller's all on his own and Mason is closing in. Behind Mason is the number 63 of Liam Harrell in 13th, followed by Frankie Elwell, and the top 15 round out by Franklin Taylor. And still, all 29 drivers in the race. 2 minutes to go. Oliver Behrman Thomas Behrman, member of the Behrman clan, is having a birthday today. Oliver doing well. Cason Gibson gets a warning flag. They go out onto the banking. The spectator banking, you can see on the TV cameras, is nicely filling out on a very sunny day as the leaders come around hairpin number 1. 5 drivers line up in the scrap for third, but they are not catching Behrman and Thompson. That incident on what was the second lap that took out Mason and Ellingham spread the field. It allowed Thompson and Behrman to escape, and nobody has been able to do anything about it since. 90 seconds to go. Harry Thompson following Behrman. Now, he won't have just been following the O-plate kart blindly. He'll have been learning. He'll be looking at where Behrman turns in and studying every corner to try and figure out where not only is he better than Behrman, but then looking at the next corner to make sure that Behrman can't come back. Change for third at turn 2. Sam Heading in kart number 57 passes Oliver Marsh. And the privateer driver on the podium at the moment. 45 seconds to go. When will Behrman start to defend? Harry Thompson still following in his wheel tracks. Heading, Marsh, Brown, McCouris and McLean fight over third. Lindblad, Kasperzak and Irfan fight over 8th. Mason passes Miller. Wes Mason runs 11th. The leaders have changed. Harry Thompson makes the move, surprises Behrman down at the far end of the circuit. The clock has got 5 seconds on it. They crossed the line just before we get to 0. Next time around, it'll be the last lap board. Just under 2 laps to go. Thompson leads, and he's going to have to make that cutting-edge racing kart very, very wide indeed. Here comes Behrman around the outside of turn number 3. Look for Behrman to make a lunge coming out of turn 4. Thompson's defending. Down the hill they come. Watch Thompson now swing to the outside to try and take the racing line. Can he? No, because Behrman is halfway alongside him. Behrman's going to try the undercut now, but Harry Thompson's got the inside line for the second hit. And watch Harry Thompson park it on the apex to try and stop Behrman getting the crossover. Oh, he can't do it. Behrman's got a nose alongside. Harry Thompson squeezes in. Behrman backs out of it. Now Behrman gets the run down the back straight. Is he going to make a move going into the Bobby Game corner? Can't make it work there. Into the Mike Wilson complex. Behrman swings out wide. He's going to try and get a run onto the start finish straight. Last lap board goes out now. Thompson checks over his shoulder. Behrman jinks to the inside, then tries to sell Thompson the dummy and tries to go around the outside of the Bruno Ferrari S's. Oh my goodness, that was brave. But now Behrman gets to the inside at turn 2. Has he got the lead? Oh, they're swapping stickers. Thompson cuts back across Behrman, squeezes the O-plate kart to the outside of turn 3. Behrman is not out of it yet though. Thompson leads by a kart length into the first hairpin. The third place battle is closing in. Marsh has it from Heading at the moment. Half a lap to go. Behrman's got to try and get the run at the short chute. Marsh in third. Oh, Thompson defends. Now Behrman's got to try and get the run. 2 corners to go. Thompson defends into Bobby Game corner. What can Behrman do? Inches apart. Meters running out. The checkered flag is waiting. Behrman's last chance is to slipstream him to the line. Here we go. Thompson takes the win. Harry Thompson wins the 2016 Cadet Honda MSA British Kart Grand Prix by 9/100ths of a second over Oliver Behrman. Very good tactical battle there between those two, and a very sporting handshake as well between two extremely aggressive yet fair drivers in that race, I have to say. Not sure what happened at the start with Ellingham, Mason and Thompson, but for now, Harry Thompson can celebrate his first Kart Masters title. Third place was Oliver Marsh for the Project 1 racing team. Oliver in kart number 55 finishes on the podium, and the best placed privateer, number 57, Sam Heading, in 4th place. Josh McLean for Next Gen Motorsport finishes 5th. Theo McCouris in the second Virtus kart is 6th. Archie Brown is 7th. And well done to